Now we're continuing on with our video series on assault crimes in the state of Florida, and this video is going to be talking about what happens after you're arrested for an assault crime. My name is Adam Rossen, criminal and DUI defense attorney with the Rossen law firm, former prosecutor. We have over 350 five-star reviews on the internet, and we've handled hundreds upon hundreds of assault cases here over the last 12 plus years. By the end of this video series, you're going to know everything there is to know about assault crimes here, and specifically this one, we're talking about the process and procedure after anyone is arrested. The first thing that's going to happen, maybe you're taken to the police department, you might be questioned. They may do a sworn statement, they may put you in a room and read you your Miranda rights and ask you about what happened. They might not do that. They might just take you straight to the county jail. The county jail in Broward is run by Broward Sheriff's Office in Fort Lauderdale, and in Palm Beach it's run by Palm Beach Sheriff's Office, and that's on Gun Club Road in Palm Beach. And when you go to jail, you're going to be booked, you're going to be fingerprinted and booked, and they're going to either give you a standard bond and let you out right away if you can post that, or you're going to have to see the magistrate judge or the first appearance judge within 24 hours. So a standard bond would be for certain crimes in some of the counties. They have what's called a bond schedule. So for example, it could be $3,000, $5,000. You get booked on X case and they automatically have Y bond. And if, for example, you have a $3,000 bond on an aggravated assault case, then you can pay that right away and get out of jail within a few hours and never see the first appearance court. But if they have what's called a hold for magistrate, then you're going to have to wait however long that takes, within a day, usually within a few hours, and you'll see the first appearance court judge at a bond hearing. In Palm Beach, it's done in Gun Club and it's done in person. In Broward, it's done over closed circuit television through the jail, and we have a special courtroom in the courthouse that deals with that, and you would see the judge, the prosecutor, your attorney, all through closed circuit television. So if you do go see the first appearance judge, they're going to have a bond hearing, and at the bond hearing, the purpose is to determine, what are your conditions of release? Prosecutors are going to want to ensure the safety of the victim and ensure the safety of the public. Defense attorney is going to be arguing for you to get out pretty much on as little bond restrictions as possible. There's a lot of competing factors. There's a lot of things that are going on in this bond hearing, and we're going to have to do a whole separate video about that. But for now, what you need to know is on your assault case, they're going to most likely put a no contact order against the victim, which means you can't get out and contact that person either directly or indirectly or through a third party. No social media, no telephones, nothing. And there'll either be a monetary bond, so $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 or more, or some level of supervision, which in Broward County we call pretrial release, and in Palm Beach County they called supervised release, or SOR. And it could be both money and supervision, or it could only be money, or it could only be supervision. And really it depends about the facts of the case, depends about prior criminal history. There's a bunch of things that are involved. But let's say there's a monetary bond. Let's say there's $5,000. So what do? You can either pay the entire bond, which is the $5,000. You'd pay that to the jail, and you would tie that money up. Now, you would get it back when you appear in court and the case is over, and usually they'll subtract any court cost or any fees out of that and then give you back the rest. But you're tying up a good chunk of money for however long the case is. Or you can hire a bail bondsman, and let's say you don't have that $5,000, $10,000 or even more, then you hire a bail bondsman, and usually you pay the bondsman 10%. Sometimes you put up collateral. It's really whatever they require and whatever the court requires. And then they post the bond and get you out of jail. And of course, they're making sure that you appear for every court date. Obviously, when you have a private attorney, one of the things that we do is we make sure that you're there in court when you're needed to be. And when you're not needed to be, then we waive your appearance and we're there. And when you get released from the Palm Beach County Jail, you're going to get your court date. If it's a felony, you'll usually get what's called a state to file charges, which is a court date about 3 to 4 weeks out, where the state's going to, by then, should make their determination if they're going to file charges against you. In Broward, you're not going to get a court date when you leave, but you will get one once the state files the charges. In either case, you've been arrested, but you haven't been formally charged with a crime yet. That comes from the prosecution, and the prosecutors take the next 21 to 40 days or so to make a decision with what crime are they going to charge you. Are they going to charge you for the crime or crimes that you were arrested for? Are they going to increase the charges? Are they going to decrease the charges? Or are they going to keep it the same but maybe change a statute and prosecute you under statute Section 1B instead of Section 1A? And that's what we call the pre-filing phase. We've had lots of cases dismissed in the pre-filing phase. We've had lots of cases reduced from felonies to misdemeanors in that pre-filing stage. And in my next video, I'll be talking about the importance of hiring an attorney right away so we can gather the evidence, start working for you, and then start trying to negotiate a dismissal during this pre-filing stage. It's the most important, critical time in any case, because this is the best way to get a case dismissed. Instead of litigating a case for a year or longer, if we can get your case dismissed within a month, fantastic results. We'll go in depth on that in the next video, but if you have any questions or concerns, you can always call us 754-206-6200. This is what we specialize in, criminal defense and assault cases. We've handled hundreds of these. We do free strategy sessions where we're going to break everything down for you, talk about the good, talk about the bad, and develop your defense from day one. So thanks for watching this video. You can again reach out to us 754-206-6200, or you can find us at rossenlawfirm.com.